Congratulations! You have found WrestleShoot, hosted by the Wild Thing Rob Wilds and the ladies' man Chris Casanova. Combined, we have 40 years of wrestling experience, and we're here to share those experiences, stories, and knowledge with you over the podcast airwaves. We'll be joined by friends of ours from time to time to share their stories and experiences with you as well. So climb aboard the crazy train we call WrestleShoot. We know how to do it, and we do it real well. Are we live yet?
We're golden.
Here we go. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the first WrestleShoot reboot. Yes, what's up, brother?
I'm excited, man. I'm just drinking a little cab here, and
I'm some young man drinking on his wine.
Oh, absolutely. Got to live.
What do you think, brother? I dressed up a little bit for tonight, right? I wore my tie.
Yeah, I'm fucking shocked, man. You really fucking went all out for this.
Well, baby, we're doing it, man. We are finally broadcasting live. This is WrestleShoot officially. This is number 17?
Yeah.
And in 17 episops, we got picked up by
I think we're going to make it past 10, but I guess we're doing pretty good.
You bite your goddamn tongue. What's wrong with you? I don't think we're going to make it past 10.
That's blasphemy.
Yeah. You must have lost your goddamn mind somewhere along the way. One too many chair shots.
Shit.
What the hell is that dinging?
I know.
Oh, I'm sharing it to all of the groups, brother.
Oh, see, now I tried to do that, and I hit share, and all I get is video file or share screen.
I got it, brother. I got it. I got it.
Hey. Oh, hey, don't get hyper on me. You don't want to see this guy. You don't want to see this guy get hyper back.
I want to see the guy get angry. He's like the Hulk when he gets angry. I want to see it, brother.
He's too sparkly.
Angry. I'm not going to rip this pretty, beautiful thing up.
Come on, rip it.
Get out of here. This shirt costs more than you make in a week.
Oh.
Actually, this shirt was like $15.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Don't be pulling a Chris Jericho up here.
Chris Jericho is pulling a Rob Wilds, brother. Let's get it right.
Okay.
Speak on it, Chris.
Speak on it.
You're pulling a Chris Jericho right now?
No, he's pulling a Rob Wilds.
Oh, he's pulling a Rob Wilds?
Yeah, okay. Chris Jericho's biting off me. Come on, man. Work the gimmick with me.
I got to be the antagonist sometimes.
Yeah, but right now you got to be the protagonist. You got to be on our side. We're supposed to be a team here, damn it. We're the apocalypse.
All right, tag me in. Okay, all right.
Oh.
Okay.
So, all right, we got Sarge. We got old Adam up there, Ace from the West Coast. They brought us on to Between the Ropes, so we're bringing them on to the first WrestleShoot. They brought us on to the network, so we're going to bring them some ratings because we're cool like that.
Absolutely.
What? So, let's get right down to the first thing is first, though. We're not starting it this week, people, but next week we're starting a contest. We're going to explain the rules real quick and how this contest will go, and then we'll show you what you're playing for. So we're going to ask
surprise, man.
Yeah, we're going to ask you guys some basic trivia because we know you're a bunch of cheaters and you're just going to Google it anyway. So we'll ask you your questions. You go ahead and Google it, but then you got to wait. You got to wait till we tell you it's go time. And when we tell you it's go time, you're going to type your responses in real fast, and our producer is going to pick the first 5 correct answers. And then you're going to move on to the finals. You don't come back next week. We're going to do it for 3 weeks till we're going to have 15 contestants. Then we're going to have our big, $1 million question. And whoever gets the first answer, the answer first time, wins this bad boy right here.
So is it we're gonna have a buzzer? We're gonna do 1, 2, 3. What are we gonna do on that?
Oh, we're gonna have a bell, man. We're wrestlers. We're gonna have a bell.
When you hear the
ding, 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 type in your answer. And if you're a slow typer,
I'll explain the rules, everybody. All right, okay.
If you're a slow typer, you're SOL. I mean, I know me. I would just type it in and just be waiting to hear the beep. Where's the bell? Where's the bell?
Yo, Rob,
That's
I'll
me.
take $1 million. I'll take $1 million instead
I'll
of
take
the
$1
belt.
million.
Are you offering $1 million?
No, that's on the network. The network's putting up the money.
What?
The talent never puts up the money. What are you talking about?
Hey, you said for a chance to win $1 million. So there you go, brother. Where's that million? Where's
I'm
that
speaking-
million?
Hey, the network's getting my back. This might be your first rodeo, but it ain't ours.
I've been
Man, if it's for
feeling
$1 million, man, I want to fucking play. Shit.
Hey, you're the goddamn host. You don't get to play.
Oh, hell, I'll have someone sit in for me.
What? Man, you are one foolhardy, disloyal son of a bitch, aren't you?
Today I am.
Yeah, keep chugging that wine there, man. Come to Texas. So, another big cool thing going on. Our guest next week is going to be none other than our old homeboy, Duke the Dumpster Drosy. So that'll be neat to talk to the Dukester again.
He's great, man. He puts a fucking hell of an interview on.
He does. And then we did the Smells Like Hope, the sobriety podcast, and he did a real solid job on that, too. Duke is just a natural talker.
Dude.
All right. So why are we moving upstairs to the boys? Hey, somebody's breaking in behind you. It's going to be an axe murder, Adam. You better look behind you. They're coming.
Nope, I'm coming. Yep, they're gone.
See, everybody sees it. When he gets his throat cut, like in the movies, it's going to be like, he should have listened.
Yep, I'm dead, guys. I'm dead.
No, then that means I won the bet. So
Yeah. Wow. They got more contention amongst them than we do, Chris. I mean, at least when we get too heated at each other, we get into the ring and pound it out, then it's over.
Yeah.
Oh,
Usually
man.
a couple
Oh, man.
minutes, tops, 2-3 minutes.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
man,
guys need to get in the ring.
you should see these debates that we do on the network. They are crazy debates, and they get crazy, man. We debate like it's insane. These debates they're like fire.
They get heated. They get hot.
Oh yeah,
Love it.
we bring the heat. We bring the heat.
So, Chris, what do you think? Should we get going with episode 17, our first actual video podcast, Asshole of the Week?
Fuck yeah, dude. Let's do it.
The official nomination I'm throwing out there for Asshole of the Week this week is Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Why? Because why the hell not?
That's a good one.
You
There's
reach out
there's lots of reasons why he's an
Yeah.
asshole.
You reach out to any former WWF guy, they'll have 20 reasons before they even take a breath. So,
Oh yeah.
what we did Zeus last week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Zeus.
It was Zeus, yeah.
Zeus. So this week, gentlemen, what do you think? What's your opinion on it? Asshole of the week, Vincent McMahon.
Are you going with? If we're going with Vince, I'll tell you from all the stories that I've absolutely heard about Vince, I would definitely say Vince McMahon is one of those guys that you could nominate as Asshole of the Week.
Every week.
All the stories that I've heard from some of the special guests we've had on, they've said the guy's a major asshole, and I'm like, okay, then let's nominate him as Asshole of the Week.
Well, I'm going to go against that grade, actually, because Vince McMahon, the person, is not actually this raging asshole. But when you work for him and you're a part of his stable, his property, so to speak, then yeah, I could see him being a bit of a big bunch of a dickhead boss. But he definitely qualifies for Asshole of the Week. What do you think, Cass?
Well, honestly, yeah, he's an asshole, but I'm going to be the antagonist again. He's all about business, man. He's all about the bottom line. And, to be a businessman, you got to be cutthroats a lot of times. And you might come off like an asshole, but he's got business to run. He's got business to protect. And, it's like basically it's my way or the highway type thing. And that's ultimately what pro wrestling is. And he doesn't negotiate. He does not.
That is really how we should have run the old UWA. We should have followed Vince's example and just said, we don't negotiate. If you're a problem, you're fired. And we were just too nice to these chump stains we used to employ back in the day. But brother, when we get to Florida, it's going to be real business out there.
I can't wait for that. I cannot wait for that. However, I got to know, Rob, are you one of the guys who wants to be nominated for Asshole of the Week?
I was nominated Asshole of the Week on our last round for 2020.
Oh, you were.
Why? Are you trying to trump my suggestion?
Hey, I'm just saying. I said I agree with you, but I want to know, do you want to be Asshole of the Week too? Because I'll throw another name out there if you want to do it. Or Chris, how about you?
Nominate another Asshole of the Week?
we do a double duty? Should we push Vince to next week? How about this, Chris? Let's push Vince to next week, and let's let Mr. fucking West Coast over there tell us why we're assholes.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, Vince got a stay of execution.
Are we both assholes, though, or is it just Rob?
Well, I think it's just Chris.
Well, no, not just Chris. We got to go both. You know.
Oh, we're gonna double up.
Yeah, okay. It's got to double up. Come on, you guys, come on here, talk about your past stories. You know, this guy's a jerk. This guy's an asshole. I'm like, come on, guys, really? I got to nominate you guys as Asshole of the Week.
Why? Because we tell the truth.
Exactly, bro. No, it's all good. Hey, it's all good. You should feel positive. Like, you should feel so excited that you got nominated for Asshole of the Week.
We were both nominated last year, and we didn't win, Chris. God damn it, we didn't win our own contest last year. So yes, we're going to say the Apocalypse is Asshole of the Week.
Apocalypse. I like it.
There you go.
I like it.
There you go. Mess around, Dave.
What's going on?
Man, we got to talk to you, dude.
Yeah.
Lay it on, Chris.
So what's the story, man? Where do you get Mess Around Dave at? We want to know.
Everybody's doing the mess around.
Yeah. There's got to be something behind it.
Okay, so I was on a softball team, City League softball team, and we were having a little meeting after the game to talk about how bad we were. And instead of paying attention to the meeting, I was running around playing with the kids, messing around, and one of my friends was like, hey Dave, quit messing around, get over here and pay attention. So ever since then, everybody just called me Mess Around from then.
That's it.
Nothing really spectacular behind it or cool.
Lame.
I know.
He was messing around with himself. Let's be realistic here. He was messing around with himself. We caught him in the bathroom.
All right, we're good. That's a little more interesting, but we're going to rewrite this, damn it, because we're the bookers.
Yeah.
I think that old Mess Around Dave and his boys, they just won their Little League championship game. Your turn.
All right.
Who's
next? Chris's turn.
What, they won their Little League championship game? That's it?
That's the beginning of the story.
That's the beginning?
Now you take the next part.
Keep going.
All right. So I guess he's hanging out with these boys. They're partying after, and
yeah.
Then maybe a couple of them will start messing around. All right, continue.
All right, Sarge.
All right, as he continued to messing around, I think he started drinking a little bit more and found the bathroom.
Oh shit.
Oh, okay. It's getting more interesting. All right.
All right, West Coast, what you got?
And this is where it got interesting because it's like I said, we had walked in the bathroom because one of us had to use the bathroom, and he's sitting here talking about how it was made up because of a softball game, and he was always messing around. No, bro, what we walked in on in the bathroom was just completely crazy. He was messing around in the bathroom. It wasn't with anybody. It was with himself. So let's just say that.
You promised not to tell that story. Fuck.
Now, see, Dave, I was going to go in the favor for you. I was going to say, you won the championship. You went out with the boys for some drinks, and all the girlies loved the champion. Take it from us. So you took a couple of them into the bathroom, and then, oops, your phone rang, and your butt accidentally answered it. And it was your woman. And she heard you with all these women digging on the champ. You got yourself out of that spot of trouble, but for the rest of your life, you're the mess around. See, my story was awesome.
Do the mess around.
Everybody's doing the mess around. Hey, by the way, Mess Around Dave, thanks for dressing up. Ball you guys. Way to go.
I love it.
I'm surprised you didn't show up in a Hulk Hogan t-shirt.
You know what? I thought about getting one of those ripped shirts he has and coming on the screen being like, and just ripping that sucker off. on the screen and be like, "That's why I'm Hulk Hogan."
But then you came to your senses.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I realized that if I tried to rip the shirt, I'd probably pull a muscle or something, and then I would be out of work for like a week. So I'm like, I better not do that.
Rip some chest hairs out.
Right? I figured I better not do that.
But then you'd have old Sarge Slaughter there come at you from behind with a chair, and bam!
You know, I will say though. So one day at work, we had this steel chair at work, and we wanted to know exactly what it felt like. So a bunch of us were like, "Hey, let's hit each other with these chairs." And what's kind of funny about it is that Mess Around was actually there on that day too. So we picked up this chair. We just started hitting each other with the chair. And I'll tell you what, that stuff actually hurts. And a few times I got it hard right in the back, man.
Well,
Chris, did you hear that? Did you hear that, Chris? A steel chair actually fucking hurts.
Right.
Well, welcome to the club, genius.
Fucking no kidding, right?
God damn. Hey, you know those tables? They aren't exactly mattresses either. Yeah. Getting slammed into a ladder. It don't feel good. Everything we do hurts. Everything. Have you ever actually looked at a wrestler's chest after Ric Flair has laid those chops in? That's not makeup.
No, I've seen some pictures of guys who have just been chopped across the chest, and their chest is like bright red, and it almost looks like it's kind of bloody. I don't know. Like after the match last night on Raw, when Drew got hit with a kendo stick a bunch of times, and they showed his back was just cut up. I was like, oh my gosh.
You know, kendo sticks really aren't that bad, but that's the problem when the tape starts wearing out on it and you hit, the little bamboo pieces will separate and close up around your skin and just nick little pieces off.
Yeah, it's like little pieces here and there, man.
Yeah.
So I have to know how do they do the baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire? I have to know.
Kayfabe, brother. Kayfabe, we can't give it all away.
Oh, come on.
Oh, you gonna cry?
I am because
here's what you do.
I'm looking for answers.
You take your bat, right? Then you wrap your barbed wire around it. You do clip the tips off the barbed wire, and then you tell the dude, watch out for the bat. He takes his own bumper, he gets ripped up.
Okay.
I mean, it's business. Everybody likes to run around and shoot off about how, it's all fake. And I hate the F word because it's not fake. It's a work. Everything we do hurts. Everything. I mean, if it didn't, these new kids who are coming out, getting their careers launched and getting folded up after 8 years, I like the old guys. The old guys knew how to do it, man. These younger kids coming out. It's just a shame.
Because they work together. That's why people work together. If you don't work together, that's when shit fucking goes down right there.
Randy Cox, a steel chair doesn't hurt that bad against a back. You ever had a wrestler wire you with it? Having your buddy give you a love tap and having somebody else in the heat of the moment.
I think Randy Cox should come on the show and give him a chair shot.
We should do that on the rope. Dude, let's do that on the beach between the ropes. Do a demonstration.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
We need to do that.
I'm up for it.
I want to see a demonstration.
Well, just wait, man. We'll be in Tampa pretty soon, and I don't know if you guys listened to our our very last audio podcast with Janetti. Did you listen to the end? We kind of let a little bit of information out that we'll just go ahead and say it. Yeah, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah. When we get out to Tampa, Chris and I are going to be opening up a professional wrestling academy, and Marty Janetti is going to come be our head trainer.
Nice.
Rob, we've already had this discussion, man. We've already discussed this.
Yeah, but nobody else heard it. Quit being so selfish. Everybody wants to hear this.
No.
Yes.
No, you got to keep it on the back burner, bro.
I've already heard this, so it doesn't fucking matter for anybody else. I heard it.
Right, it doesn't.
Yeah, we're going to be running some shows out there. We're going to get back to our roots. The Apocalypse is coming back out hard. And we've heard the Conquistadors are going to be scumming around the area too.
Conquistadores.
Conquistadores. See.
Well,
So Randy Cox actually said he's not talking about a wrestler. He's talking about a friend. He said,
yeah, your friend gave you a love shot. I mean, me and Chris are friends, right? Chris is my best friend.
Exactly.
But I'll still fold a chair over his fucking head. And he'd do it to me.
He did. Here's the thing.
Hmm.
So Randy's got a bit of a point though. If you do it right, it's not going to hurt as bad. It'll have a nice, good impact. Now, if you do something stupid to hit him with the wrong part of the chair, I have a perfect example. They get hit the chair the wrong way,
Uh-huh.
then it's going to
that was
fucking
ugly.
hurt. Absolutely. So he's got a point. You got to know how to do it and where to hit the person and how to use a chair. If you know what you're doing, then yeah, fucking A, it's going to hurt.
But it still feels like a really serious sunburn for a couple of hours after you take that swat to the back.
Well, yeah. But over time, I mean, you've taken so many, it's kind of like, you get kind of immune to it after a while.
Well, a lot of the fans also don't realize that, when you're in wrestling school, you're building an extra layer of muscle and skin across your back, to take those bumps on the mat and hitting the ropes. And like when I first started wrestling school, every other day I'd get new strips of bruising on my back from hitting the ropes.
Your body adapts to it.
So, like, if I grabbed up one of you guys and just, like, gave you a worker's chair shot, you wouldn't think it wasn't that bad, but it wouldn't kill you. As long as you stayed still. If you pop up and you get in the back of the dome, that's not my fault.
Yeah, and speaking of the ropes, too, it's kind of interesting because when I watched the whole interview about him talking about the ropes and the ring and everything, and they said for people who actually think that the ropes are actually rubber, they're completely false because they said there's actually wire inside the ropes that actually bends. And then when people say that the ring is reinforced, they're like, that's a bunch of crap. The ring is not reinforced.
Well, who said that? Of course it is. The ring has got to be able to hold thousands of pounds of guys trying to kill each other. So, yeah, the ring is reinforced. It's super stiff.
What I think what he's saying, though, is, and correct me if I'm wrong, you're saying there's it's not soft under there, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, correct.
Okay,
yeah.
Yeah.
Because people say they reinforce it, they put a bunch of pads down to make it soft, so when you're landing, it doesn't hurt. But they're out there going, no. There's like wood, and they don't do anything to make that soft. So when you're taking the landing, that hurts.
Well, I mean, you have the ring. That's usually 4-inch or so steel, memory steel. So it'll flex a little bit till it hits that crash bar, though. So you've got about a half an inch of give, maybe. Does that sound about right to you, Chris?
Yeah, sounds about right.
And then you get, like, if it's plywood, it's usually 3/4 inch tongue and groove kind of plywood used as the floor. But lately they've been using 3-inch thick planks now. So then they lay planks down over steel. Then they pull out the padding, which is usually 1/2-inch gymnastics foam.
Tops, yeah. You're looking, yeah.
Then they throw the canvas over it. And they pull that son of a bitch as tight as they can so the padding goes real thin. And then, they put up steel cables for the ropes. And steel cables have, like, garden hose material in the ropes over it. Then they usually put some kind of tape around it to try to avoid those steel cables fraying and coming through and slicing your back open when you hit them. Which I think everybody who's been in a ring has experienced some kind of a cut from the ropes.
Oh, absolutely.
Hey, you remember that shit out in Vegas, man, where it just ripped me down my shoulder blade diagonally?
Oh, yeah.
That was rough.
That was a fucked up ring, too, man. That was not
I know.
ring.
It was like bumping on a wooden deck. It was horrible.
Yeah, but with a wooden deck that was going to fall apart. One of those old fucking wooden decks and shit that wasn't fucking
shakes.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah, that was a name. Idiots.
Oh.
And there's people like that putting up those kinds of rings and trying to call themselves professional promoters, and they need to go, man.
People get hurt.
Yeah, we used to do a lot of stupid stuff in our backyard but we'd always use a trampoline and act like ropes, and then we'd jump off of our trampoline, and we'd have somebody in a trash can, and we'd jump off the top and like frog splash on top of the trash can, and yeah, we just did all kinds of crazy stuff then too. And I'm then going, you know, some of it I wished I wouldn't have done because I'm like, that was a little stupid.
Well, you know, a lot of people try to use the trampoline analogy for a ring. Oh, a spring's like a trampoline. But if you really think about the stupidity of that fucking comment, you would think you can't work 3, 4, 5 matches a week in a trampoline. You're going to rip your ankles. You're going to blow your ACLs. You're going to tear your knees apart. You're going to shred your back every time you try to bump. And how the hell are you going to actually take a solid bump when all you want to do is bounce back up? That's just
bounce back up fucking 3 feet.
Yeah. Okay, give me a fucking backdrop, and then when I bounce back up, drop kick me. Yeah, that'll be cool. No, that's not cool. That's not cool.
And I'll kip up too, but I don't need to fucking do it. Just push me up.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to really bash too hard on backyarders. They seem to be playing their game a little bit more intelligently than they used to. But still, don't be a backyarder.
They're great fans.
Go
they
to
really
school.
are.
They are, and they'll help out the pros. But go to school. Go learn how to do it. Do it for real. Get booked. Falling off the ladder onto a hood of a car. Chris backdropped me off of one of those cinder block walls onto the hood of my old Bronco. That solid steel bitch. Remember that?
Yeah. It was like a cream color or something, beige or something.
That was white.
Yeah. Was it white? Oh.
And I just laid there for a minute. I just laid there thinking, okay, this is how I'm going to die. This is it. He climbs down off the wall real gingerly and kind of real slowly walks up to me, and he says, "Are you dead?" Not yet. It's coming.
I check on you.
So what's it like when you have to wrestle your best friend in a ring, especially when it's a hardcore match and like anything goes?
It's brilliant. Nobody can work each other like we can work each other. We know everything that we can do. Our matches are always straight. Yeah.
Like, wasn't gonna get hurt. I'm like, this is gonna go fine. It's gonna be stiff. Don't get me wrong. We're gonna hurt the next day, but I knew I was coming out of there not getting hurt.
You remember when we wrestled at the Nickelback concert, and those fucking guys scared away the whole crowd? They tried
Fresno, right? Fresno, yeah.
Fresno, yeah.
Yeah, Fresno. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right. I'll tell them. So yeah, it's a rock and wrestling thing, right? They had a band and a couple of matches and a band, and the headliner was Nickelback, and me and Chris were the main that night. And they had these two guys who were just god awful working the match right before us, and they were so bad that the crowd left. And now Chris particularly is heated, man. He's like, what are we going to do now, man? Let's just go home. I said, no, let's go get him back. And we told the promoter, just don't worry about it, man. Just let us do what the hell we're going to do. Go out there and say this is no DQ. And we took it to the beer garden, man. We wrestled around the food area. We went up to the stage where there were thousands of people just mulling around waiting for the next concert. And we just trucked them all back over to the ring. Now, there was a lot of people now all of a sudden around this empty ring. So then we get at our table. We had the spot. I don't even remember what the spot we were going to use it for, but it didn't work because this table was possibly made on Krypton. It was just indestructible. Wait, I tried to suplex you through it, and then that didn't work. We had it eased up in the corner. I tried to give him a belly to back. That didn't work. I laid him up, hit the ropes, came back, and drop kicked him, and we both just bounced off. And we
were not going to break at all. I think a couple matches before they tried to use it, right?
The jerk-offs who were before us tried to use our table.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, great, they're going to break our table. These two big fat dudes, boom, they bounced off. And I was like, oh, shit. Where did this table come from? Did Superman drop it off? What are we going to do here? So I'm like, fuck it, forget the table, Chris, forget the table. And he goes, fuck no, this table is breaking. Whip me into it. So I got him in the corner, I gave him a whip, and this dude just went football charge, dove. Finally, that table just exploded around him. Okay, I guess we're going home. Like, the psychology is shot. What am I going to do? Stand him up and give him my little finisher? No, I'm going to pull him out of the table and pin him.
And that was the fucking finish right there.
That was the finish. This table is going to break. He threw me against the table. I bounced off. He bounced off. And we were out there beating on each other with tables. Or was that with chairs?
Oh, fuck. That was both, man. Chairs, fucking.
We went out to that table, that picnic table full of those bikers drinking. Remember, I screamed, "Move!" And they all jumped up, and I flipped the table over because you were hiding under it.
Oh.
I was like, go get some more beer on me because we spilled their beer. They might have stabbed us.
Yeah.
One of these days, I'm going to take a suplex in a ring just to see what it feels like.
Well, you got to learn to bump first.
Well, yeah, that's
yeah, but you don't just go to a ring and say, "Okay, show me how to do it," and go.
Rob
Okay,
suplex. Come to quarterback. Rob will suplex you.
I'll suplex him. You got to sign a waiver, yeah?
Yeah.
No one's getting sued. No one's getting sued if you come down wrong and break your hip.
no one's getting sued.
No, Rob will protect you.
Well, yeah, of course I will. But God, you're killing the gimmick, Chris. I was trying to scare him a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Of course I'll protect him. I've hurt myself before I let other people get hurt.
That's true. I can stand by that.
Yeah. And then my favorite part of the Nickelback concert, where we're over by some t-shirt booths, and I'm standing him up off the ground, and he just takes his hand and starts just kind of pushing it into my stomach and turning it, just going. I said, what the hell?
Gimmick? Yeah.
I said, what the hell are you doing? And he said, I'm stabbing you with a sharp stick. Get the fuck out of here. No, that was great. I'm stabbing you with a sharp stick.
That's all I had at the time.
Oh,
you had these. You should have used these instead of a stick that big. I'm stabbing you with a sharp stick. Gotcha. Sell it. I'm not selling that. Fuck off.
So your guys' favorite fan is saying that he wants to suplex me, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm not gonna let some random guy just suplex me. I'm not doing that. So
not in our ring anyway.
Right? Yeah, not doing that. I'm sorry, Mr. Andy Cox. We're not doing that. I'll let Rob or Chris give me a suplex.
We'll give you the double up. We'll do it all brainbuster style.
Look, and
posted, just walk around the ring a little bit. Boom.
So my wife actually just left a comment, and she said, "Hey, look, it's
Weekend
the guy
at Bernie's.
from Weekend at Bernie's."
What? Looks like Bernie.
Yeah, apparently Rob looks like Bernie.
I'll just spend the rest of the show like this.
Yeah.
Somebody will grab my arm.
Right.
Right there. It's right there.
I'll make a great disco ball.
Disco ball. That's what this room needs.
A disco
Yeah.
ball.
Right
Chris,
behind
damn
you. I can see a spot right there. Right
Why
by
did
the
you
belt
think
there.
of that already, Chris? Damn it.
Fucking great idea.
And see, you guys right now, you're seeing the baby face, the fun and the jocular wild thing. You see us wrestling out in Tampa, you see a whole different wild thing out there, boy. When the apocalypse starts knocking, people start locking doors and hiding.
Yeah.
Is that what you got to say, Chris? Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I'll let our actions speak, man. Yeah.
There you go.
The sight to see.
Especially with this bad mother over there sipping on his wine. You have no idea the firestorm he brings with him. It's great.
Well, the wine turns into scotch, right?
That's right.
Whiskey.
And then the scotch turns into a trip to the strip club.
Guys, I need a gimmick. I don't have a
You
gimmick.
have one. Ace.
Ace?
Yeah.
Do you think that's an okay gimmick?
It worked for Ace Frehley. I mean, Kiss loved it.
You should Ace Ventura get up, you know?
Ace Ventura. Yeah.
You know, the shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Master Ant.
It takes a while to sorry, I'm doing a quick costume change.
Oh, oh yeah, right there. I love it.
It takes a while to think of a good gimmick. You know, you go through a few. And Christ, my very first gimmick was what a very respected promoter started calling me Ripper the heavy metal maniac. I had my long ass hair, and I was like, well, whatever, man. As long as you're paying me, you can call me Susie from the block. I don't care. Slap me around and call me Susan.
What's that?
Is that the worst gimmick you've ever had?
I mean, it's how you work it, you know. I mean, like the name, but it didn't last long because I started saying, "Look, man, this whole heavy metal maniac, we got to cut that out. I'm not Van Hammer, so we got to stop using that because I'm getting. Well, you remember I was getting ribbed like hell in the back, man. Oh, Van Hammer, Rob Van Hammer is here. So this woman, I was out smoking a cigarette with the promoter, and somebody's grandma comes walking by, and she stopped and went, "Oh, hey, I recognize you. You're Ripper. You're that wild guy." And I went, "Oh, well, okay, if we're going to stick with this Ripper thing, we're going to call it," and I spelled it like Zach Wilds at first, tried to, bite off his gimmick because I was very unoriginal back then. And then after a while, I just started using Rob Wilds, put the S on it, spelled it WILDS, and then I had little monikers that would go in front of it all the time, like the Black Diamond and the Loose Cannon and the Stalker. Remember that one, Chris?
Yeah, the Stalker.
God, that was the worst gimmick, right? Stalker.
Oh yeah,
because people were trying to stab me. Like people really took the Stalker gimmick seriously. That didn't go well.
So it's kind of interesting because when you're in the indie scenes and stuff, I don't know how you guys come up with your gimmicks, but I know in like WWE and stuff, Vince McMahon kind of helps come up with your gimmicks or characters or whatever.
No, he changes your gimmick.
Oh, he changes it. Okay.
Or he copyrights the gimmick that he brought you in under. You got to be careful with that because he'd sign me to steal Wild Thing in a second, then release me and go, "You can't have Wild Thing."
Oh, wow.
Yeah, shady.
Yeah.
Huh. So how'd you come up with your gimmick?
Well, back when I was not riding the sober train, I was sitting on, I think it was Rick Michaels. I was over his place, and we were just smoking all kinds of weed. Like, we were just absolutely blazed. And we were watching Major League. And then that Wild Thing music came on. And
yes.
Rick Vaughn.
Yes.
I said, oh, Wild Thing, Rob Wilds, right? And he's like, "Yeah, man, that sounds great." Oh. So this is what we were doing. Me and Michael Porter were doing WrestleShoot on the radio, and we had Larry Zbyszko as our guest the next weekend after I think of this brilliant idea. And I try it out on the radio. Michael Porter goes, "All right, Larry, we're also on the air with my co-host, the Wild Thing, Rob Wilds." And Larry goes, Wild Thing. Ooh, I like that. Like, okay, Mark mode. I'm in. I'm Wild Thing forever, and I will never change it. And I haven't.
Well, Chris, what about you? How'd you come up with yours?
Well, it's actually a funny story. So I was wrestling under his No Fear Chris Ward.
No fear.
Back in the old school APW, babyface, the trunks, fucking slapping hands and all that bullshit.
Just loves America, loves his mother, eats apple pie.
Yeah, drinking some
bitch.
Yeah. So being an old friend, he was a worker as well, Jimmy Rip. We were sitting there getting drinking, and I was a huge Rick Rude fan, of course. You know that from the last show. And we're watching American Pie, and it was the first one. And there's a character on there. His name was Chris too, and he was sitting in the car with his chick, and he goes, "It's Nova, as it Casanova, blah blah Nova." Anybody remembers that line, right? And fucking Jimmy Rip goes, "Fuck, man, that's a great gimmick." I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Casanova." I was like, "Really?" He goes, "You like Rick Rude, right?" He's like, "Man, integrate Rick Rude and call yourself Chris Casanova." I'm like, "Fuck, let me have another drink first. Let me think about that." So I took a shot, fucking whiskey. I'm like, fucking A. So that's kind of how that all started. And
yeah, you ditched Psycho Ward
and No Fear and all that, and went to Chris Casanova. So that's how that started.
Man, I tell you though, I loved the Psycho Ward gimmick when I was the Stalker. Try to get all these guys to tag team us, and everybody's like, "No, we want you guys to feud. You want to have two heels feud? What, you want the guy from the nut house to fight the stalker from the streets? And you think the marks are going to give a damn about who wins? No.
No, it should be a good team.
Yeah, you should have put us together. We would have been monster heels.
Well, in time, it worked out.
It did work out.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, are you aware that there's another guy by the name of Chris Casanova that is wrestling?
I am, actually, yeah.
Yeah, he ain't got nothing on you, though, brother.
we should have a match.
we should have him on, and you could school the boy.
Yeah. I am aware of that. I did see that a few years back, actually.
Yeah, Marty actually was telling me about that the other day. You know, that other Chris Casanova guy's still wrestling. Like, well, maybe we'll see him in Florida then.
Never know. Yeah.
Battle of the Casanovas. Wild Thing won't run in. I promise I won't get involved.
Right.
Oh, shit. I promise.
Oh,
Yeah, you'll be there.
yeah. The only reason we knew about it was because when you guys were coming on our show, we're like, we were trying to find pictures online, and then I was like, hey, it's Chris Casanova, and then they pull up this big guy with like a title, and like, oh, it's him, and I'm like, I don't think that's him. And
Yeah.
Yeah, on one of your guys' posts where you had that, I posted a picture of Chris and said, the real Chris Casanova, please stand up.
I saw that.
That was nice because the picture that was on there was like Chris Nelson or something like that.
Chris Nelson?
Yeah.
Must be his real name or something.
I'm guessing. I have no idea. But yeah,
Yeah.
a picture of Chris Nelson.
Yeah.
That sounds damn familiar, too.
Well, apparently he was pretty famous because he wrestled in WWE. Well, when they were WWF, I should say. He wrestled then, and he did some other work somewhere else too.
Maybe that's why he sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a jobber. He didn't win really much.
Hey, man, job guys were very, very important to the game.
Oh,
yeah.
Look at this. So when it comes to Chris Casanova, he says, winner keeps the name.
All I know is the other Chris Casanova better watch out because this Chris Casanova is a grade A fucking shooter and knows how to stretch parts of you didn't know could hurt. Trust me, I know. He's gotten hot at me a couple of times. I've come at him too stiff and put something on. Oh, okay, easy, brother. I'm sorry. What do I owe you rent? Calm down.
A submission specialist.
Both of us are real shooters.
Mike Modest, APW. So
I think we're kind of from that last generation of when guys were coming out of school knowing how to shoot.
yeah,
Nowadays, they just come out knowing how to fake work, and they're not even really very good at that because they're so expedited. To really get your legs under you, got to be out there working for a while.
well, 3 months they're usually in the ring,
Yeah.
working. I mean, it wasn't back like when we were starting. 6-9 months. You worked your ass off, and your first 3 months was shooting.
Yep.
Well,
like Bret Hart used to always say, if you can't go out there and work a squash match after being 3 months of training, you got no place in the business. And that's true as well. But anybody can go work a squash match. If you can do right foot, left foot, right foot, then you can work a squash match.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Just get some psycho like Max Justice out there beating on you. That doesn't make you a wrestler. That makes you meat.
Meat.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Meat.
So let's talk about you guys and your between the ropes gimmick. Where'd you come up with that?
That was mine and Adam's idea. We wanted to have a wrestling show for a while, and Adam came up with the name, but we talked about having a show for a long time and put it together, and it's doing really well.
Man, you guys suck. Okay. Hey, Chris, you know how he came up with Between the Ropes? Yeah, so me and my buddy, we went out to a wrestling show together, man. We were watching this heel cutting a mean promo, and for some reason, he singled us out, and he started shooting all over us, and we stood up and went, whoa, let's not get it twisted, buddy.
We're singled out.
We might be sitting out here in the ropes, but we had a couple of bitches. And the heel said, why don't you guys come on up here and do something? So we did. We climbed between the ropes, and then security stopped us and threw us out of the building. But that was the day we said, Between the Ropes will be the name of our show.
Between the Ropes.
Yeah, and that was the day when he got his name messed around also.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a big day for you guys.
Yeah, it was. It was a huge day. It was a freaking huge day.
Dave's out there. Dave's out there slaying them fucking rats, just doing his thing. Then he's getting called out by wrestlers and hopping in the ring.
That's what I thought, man. I thought he was out there slaying rats and shit, man. That was off we got the messing around Dave.
That's what I thought too. He got caught laying some pipe, and
The old lady kicked him out.
just like the song. Do the mess around.
Go backwards.
Yeah.
I'm kind of being a dick today, huh, Chris? Every time they tell a story, I'm like, you guys suck. I'm rewriting your story. Fuck you guys.
Hey, you know what? Rewrite the story. It's great. I love when you rewrite the story.
That's why our shows always did very well. We had the competition, around us, and they were all using the same guys, and they were literally all of them were doing the exact same storylines. Oh, well, me and this guy are doing this over here, so we need to continue that here. And promoters are like, yeah, I don't care, whatever. And that wasn't us, man. We were bookers. We were story writers, man.
Yeah.
We told riveting stories that kept fans coming back. And then these other guys out there, like you mentioned last time, the NAW dude saying how unprofessional I was.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if I'm so goddamn unprofessional, how come we outdrew them every single time?
And I'll tell you what, you got a lot of heat on that. I mean, you got a lot of heat on that. I saw a bunch of messages online that they were putting how they were calling you unprofessional and
sure.
And I was like, man, Rob was under a lot of heat with this. Like they were giving you a lot of shit.
But the thing is, you get the same 5 wrestlers on those message boards who were signing up under 10 different names. See, back then they didn't really know about looking at IP numbers. That you could easily click, there's your IP, there's you. So I'd be calling them out. Like Billy Blade, this guy who was doing a Gangrel ripoff, would run around telling absolutely anybody who would listen, I'm Gangrel's little brother. It's true. I'm his little brother. I said, your name is not Billy Heath. Shut the hell up, dude. You are not Gangrel's brother.
Hey, who the fuck you trying to work?
Yeah, so he goes on the internet and signs up as, I'm California indie dude. Oh, I'm the Broken Fist. I'm Cauliflower Alley guy. How come all these IPs are the same? So go ahead. Go online and talk shit. Tell everybody how unprofessional I am. Scream it from the mountaintops. What a son of a bitch Rob Wilds is. But at the end of the day, you're begging me for a booking, aren't you?
I want to scream from the mountaintop. No, just kidding.
So, Chris, were you involved in any of this?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Just unfortunate that Rob got most of the heat, though.
Yeah. I was gonna say because I didn't see anything about your name being brought up in the heat. It was simply just they kept calling out Rob. It was nothing about Chris. I'm like, I wonder if Chris was even involved in any of this.
No, I was. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm the bull in the china shop. I am. I'm going to get right up in your face and tell you exactly what I think. And if you don't like it, there's always the outside option.
Then I wonder why they were not as mad as at Chris. That's
because Chris isn't the one who was grabbing their gear and chucking it out the back door and saying you're fucking fired. Leave.
Oh,
yeah. I'm more like, you know what? This is your last show. Finish up, and then you're not coming back, type thing. But yeah, Rob was more the aggressor, throwing his shit out.
Some things never change, right, sweetheart?
Man, Rob, you tried to build those enemies, man. Jeez.
I'm a heat-seeking missile. It's true.
It's calmed down in years.
That's why when we go out there and do shows and we're trying to cut some kind of maybe a very specifically pointed message, I'll do most of the talking. Because Chris will stand there in the middle of the ring and just like he's speaking to his subjects, right? Like, you guys aren't really here. I'm just speaking. But I'll look at people in the crowd and make fun of them personally and threaten them in the crowd. I mean, I'm the mouthpiece. So I've got all this, naturally, I've got all this natural aggression built up. So I take it out when I go to work.
I kind of think it's funny when wrestlers actually do that, when they start calling out people in the crowd. I think it's funny. I get a kick out of
Well,
that.
for a while we did
Yeah.
up there in that Marysville territory. This is all farmland, farmers, people who don't necessarily have much money, but they get their welfare checks and they go to wrestling, just like Honky Tonk Man says. You want to do a successful company? You do every show on the first of the month when they get their welfare checks.
And it's true. It's true. But some of those towns, man, they're some of the biggest shows we've done.
That's right.
Everybody shows up. Their moms, their cousins, their fucking cousins, all that shit.
But up there in Marysville, we did
Great shows.
our apocalypse hygiene lessons.
Oh, with the deodorant, toothbrush.
Yeah, soap, all kinds.
Yeah.
Every week it was something different. Like, this is soap. Don't boo us. Shut your dirty mouths that you haven't brushed your teeth. And open your ears, because we're going to help you feel a lot better. Get in that little box, that thing that you look at in your bathroom, and you go, what is that? That's a shower. We would just degrade and talk down to them and just get them to the point where they really did want to jump in the ring. We had security have to go stand on all four corners a couple of times.
Yeah.
Because you never knew when these drunk hillbillies were going to storm the ring and maybe pull out a straight edge and cut us.
Yeah, have you ever been in the ring with somebody that the minute you get in there, you're like, oh my gosh, these guys stink so bad, and that you really didn't want to wrestle against them because they smelled so bad?
Oh, many times.
All those dudes that were online talking about how unprofessional I am,
Yeah.
those are the dudes who never washed their gear because they thought flies were lucky. I don't know. But they would get in the locker room, open their bag, and this fucking stench.
Yeah.
Oh, it like fucking went out the locker room, man. You can fucking hit the hallway, fucking almost to the ring, almost, man. So bad. Shit.
We never turned down bookings or refused to work somebody. But that time out in Stockton, I think it was, or Modesto, the Twins opened up their bag. It's like they couldn't smell it at all. They were just like putting their shit on, and I was like, I'm not doing it. I'm not working these guys. That's it. We're just gonna go home. But we did, right? Did we leave or work somebody else?
Nah, we worked somebody else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we just couldn't do it.
Yeah, it was. How do you guys not smell this? Like, have you even taken these things out of your bag since your last booking? You just shoving your smelly shit into a bag and sealing it up for that aroma.
Yeah, so the wife actually has kind of a funny question, and I was like, really? Okay, I'll ask her if she really wants to know. Her question was, have you ever have either of you ever had...
Why isn't she asking then?
What?
Why isn't she asking?
She's taking care of the kids. But anyway,
all right.
The question is simply this. She wants to know, has anybody ever farted in your face while you guys were actually in the ring?
God, no. Good for them.
No.
I don't think so. Maybe during the match. I mean, not in my face, but I'm sure it's happened.
Well, I think she's asking like as an Andre on Jake kind of question.
Oh no!
Andre on Jake, is that a story?
Oh God, yeah,
it's a real story. Yeah,
Andre was doing a thing with Jake, and Jake no-showed the night before, so Andre was already pissed at him. And then Andre apparently was not feeling so well in the old tummy. So he gets Jake into the corner. He starts doing that Andre, butt buster thing down on him. And he just sits on his chest and he starts laughing. And finally, Baby Earl goes, Andre, what's so funny? I'm farting. And Jake on the other side, he says, Andre let this minute and a half long constant explosion, this fart, just rumbling through his whole body. He said my mouth was open. That was wrong. So yeah, Andre obliterated Jake with some giant fart.
Yeah.
So you haven't had any experiences like that whatsoever?
Not that I know of.
Oh.
Not that I can recall. I think that I would remember and come out swinging at the fences because I'm sick like a fucking idiot. I tell you, somebody farts on me, I'm coming at him.
No. Yeah, I was just.
Oh, I did have a guy who was sick, and he shouldn't have been wrestling, but he insisted. So I worked him, and I gave him my sit-out body slam, and we hit the ground. He shit himself. And he fucking looks up at me, and his eyes are just like a dog that was just beaten. He goes, "Please pin me, but don't hook my leg." I'm like, oh shit! And he goes, "Yeah." I'm like, oh, so we pinned him, and he got rolled out. This particular venue had a stage on one side of the ring with no seats, so he rolled out that side, just boom, darted back to the shower. I found him, and he left a little patch of wetness right there in the ring. It's like, uh-oh. There's going to be some pissed off dudes coming out next.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, gosh.
And they watched, I almost said his name. They watched him run by to the showers. I'm like, what the hell is that all about? And they came out and said, guys, there's a little bit of shit staying out in the ring. Are you fucking kidding me? No, no. You just thought you should know what that wet patch is. Stay away from it.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of WWE wrestlers who have come out and told their stories about that, how they've had the flu or food poisoning.
Yeah.
And so they've even said sometimes what they have to do is roll outside the ring, stick their head underneath the apron, and then throw up a few times, and then roll back out and then get back in the ring.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, talk about dedication, dude. That's
Well, at most indie shows, you'll notice that there's a trash can relatively close to the ring, and it's there by the ring for that reason. If somebody's got to go, they'll just go dump it in the trash can and hopefully get back to their match.
wow. That's
I mean, Christ, I wrestled Chris when he had a flu. That was the I gave you the chop, and you went, ooh, fuck that, no more chops. Like, okay.
Yeah.
So, Chris,
Okay,
what's that like wrestling with the flu?
Oh, it fucking sucks, man. Everything hurts twice as much, and you're a lot slower, man. I tell you that.
Whew. The chops. I can imagine a chop across the chest with the
Well, he was already coughing, so I just rattled all that shit loose. Now he's over back in the cafeteria or the kitchen area trying not to puke because he's coughing so hard. And that was fucked up because we were doing a 2 out of 3 falls match that day. So we had to go for 25 minutes.
Oh, rough.
Wow.
That is rough.
We got to the point where we grabbed on just to a couple rest holds and get your wind back, brother. Don't puke on me. Don't puke on me.
That would be straight up nasty to have him puke on you.
Yeah, what? If somebody threw up on me, I would be a whole lot more understanding than if somebody fucking farted on me. I'll tell you that much.
Sorry,
That's a different story. Farting is disrespectful.
Yeah, that's doing that shit on purpose.
Yeah.
But then again, there was Alex Knight. That's what I'm trying to say. Alex Knight. When he was giving somebody a power bomb. No, power bomb. And he got him up, and the guy squeezed a little bit out in his face, and Alex just fucking drilled him. Boom! But he wasn't pissed. He's like, yeah, I probably yanked it out of him. I picked him up so quick.
Yeah, so you guys have a question up here. It says, who has the hardest chop you've been hit with?
Warpath. Hands down.
Whew. Man, I'm gonna say Max Justice.
Max.
He tries to kill you though. That's his thing.
Yeah, Max is a head case. He had no business in a ring. Constant roid rage.
Yeah.
So have you ever been in been in a match to where you're like, oh, let's see who can chop somebody the hardest, just for like a little game? You go up and chop them and they go, I'll chop you back hard, then I'll chop you back.
I don't know.
No.
Sorry, I wish I had an interesting answer for you, but no.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's approached like that, man. I've had matches where we're going back and forth, chop, 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 trying to make the match look good, but I don't know necessarily, trying to out chop each other.
Yeah, it doesn't increase intensity because eventually someone's just going to get pissed, double leg you. Now you just work yourself into a shoot. Who wants that?
Well, I just asked because it's like The Rock coming up with the people's elbow. He did it just to be funny. He did it in a match just to try and make the Undertaker laugh, and it just stuck. And so that's
I did not know that. Wow.
Yeah, he did. He said he came out and said that him and Undertaker would always get in these. They would always try and make each other laugh in the ring, and then The Rock's like, so I wanted to come up with the dumbest finishing move just to try and make him laugh, and so he's like, I came up with the people's elbow, and I did it once, just try and make him laugh, and then all of a sudden it just stuck, and I started doing the people's elbow.
Wow.
We always did that with Warpath. Just a lot of guys tried to make it a point of who can make Warpath laugh, because that's hard to do in real life. Getting him to chuckle in the ring, that's next to impossible, but I did it. When he was hammering on me, just fucking throwing the heat down, and I finally looked up at him and said, God damn, brother, I'm sorry. Do I owe you rent? What did I do? Then he kind of chuckled a little bit. He goes, that's not funny. I said, well, why are you laughing then?
You got it.
And it calmed him down. He quit beating the hell out of me so bad. But God damn it, I miss Warpath. I love that guy.
Warpath. I'm trying to remember if I remember him. Warpath.
He actually got most of his success over at King of the Cage. His name is Ruben Varela. Ruben Warpath Varela. And he fought Tank Abbott and Dan Severn and all kinds of names in King of the Cage.
He took Dan Severn to the limit, though. I mean, I know
he
lost that
right
match.
To the edge. Yep, right to the edge.
But yeah, he took Dan Severn to a time limit. Good for him. Puke threw up on my people on purpose.
Yeah.
Cox here.
Yeah. Draws puked on people. That was his gimmick. Puke.
Yeah.
So yes, that is the answer to that question. We're running low on time here, and then we got another show coming up after us. Anybody else got anything? Any interesting questions, or want to tell me how cute I look in my red shirt?
Rob, you are styling and profiling, man.
Ooh, yeah, I knew I'd get one.
Styling and profiling.
Woo!
You are the new Ric Flair.
Woo! I wish. You hear that, Chris? I'm the new Ric Flair. You might be the Rick Rude, but I'm the Ric Flair, baby.
Oh, you do have a question from a viewer right here. What are your thoughts on these crazy hardcore matches like the exploding barbed wire match?
I think they got paid a lot to do it.
They were sparklers. They were sparklers.
I've done those
stupid shit. That's all to say.
Yeah, those ridiculous Japanese hardcore, Japanese death matches, and just some of these, like me and Rude Boy, that series of barbed wire matches we did. It's all stupid.
I'm not downplaying hardcore. I think it definitely has its place if it's done right. I think we talked this last show is the chair shot means something, versus 1,000 chair shots. That one chair shot should really mean something right in the match, or a table spot. But exploding and stupid.
Yeah, we really in California, we really perfected how to tease the table. I mean, we would go out there and set up a table like right away. Like first thing, we'd get a table set up, and I'd run over to it and drive his head into it. He'd stop it, go to drive my head into it, and I'd stop it, give him an elbow, and then we'd work away from the table.
So, Rob, it looks like you're going to have to change your gimmick here because people keep saying you look like everybody else except for the Wild Thing Rob Wild. Now they're saying you look like Jesse the Body.
Thermite paint. That's all I have to say. McMahon, the Twin Towers were brought down by thermite paint, and everybody should move to Mexico.
Rob the Body Ventura.
That's right.
Oh, I'm
going to unionize professional wrestling.
We got to come up with a new name for Chris now because everyone's saying that Rob is looking like Jesse the Body Ventura or Bernie from. Yeah, so we got to come up with something new for Chris.
Chris kind of looks like Kurt Angle's son, so we can go with that.
Yeah.
So see, I was thinking like he could be one of those. I don't always drink beer. But when I do,
I prefer Dos Equis.
Yeah, he's like that fucking guy. Like he's related to that guy.
I prefer Dos Equis.
He's got a white beard though, right?
Or you take a picture of him right now, and that would be like a wine ad in Playboy, maybe.
Mr. Clean, bro.
Nah, Mr. Clean was taken for the Hustler.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mr. Clean.
So I wonder
Anything else?
how this is for Chris. How would a tag team partnership with Val Venus go with you? Do you think you guys would have meshed with your gimmicks?
Fuck yeah, absolutely.
I think that'd be awesome.
I think we meshed really well. I fucking love that. I'd be great to tag team with that guy.
Now, Chris, you're gonna hurt my feelings.
Just saying, our gimmicks would have meshed well.
We had that Rob Black show, man, when Bradshaw was there, and I had my long hair back then. They were like, damn, maybe we should tag team you guys. You could be like Bradshaw's little cousin or something. That would have been pretty cool.
Yeah.
Chris,
Give me an APA t-shirt.
You're the Swiss Superman. That's it. Cesaro, the Swiss Superman.
The Swiss Superman.
Yes.
How about
sports going on and stuff?
Yeah, I love it. The Swiss Superman.
Okay, I'll go with that.
how about the WrestleShoot Lush? You've been drinking that wine for an hour.
That's all I have right now, man. I don't have any whiskey right now.
It's grape juice.
I gotta get Chris out to a bar and see how he drinks.
You don't want to try and go shot for shot with Mr. Casanova. I'll tell you that much, son.
What?
You guys, I'll tell you what, you guys come on down to Tampa when we get the school set up. When we got Marty Jannetty out there, we'll see what's what.
I heard those Oregon boys can drink though. That's
Absolutely we can.
Because there's not a whole lot to do out there except drink.
That's right. That's why we can drink.
Yeah.
We can drink.
That's right.
We can put them down, bro.
That's why the softball team was so bad.
Yeah.
But you still won.
Remember, I was on that team. Come on.
Everybody's doing the mess around.
I love it.
That's what's all in my head now, man. Sure, we've been listening to that all night, man.
So that could be your entrance coming out music. I think that'd be great.
Let's do it.
The mess around. Everybody does the mess around.
Yeah.
Now look at these guys. Look at these guys, Chris. All of them, they're thinking of entrance music and gimmicks and moves that they're going to take.
Yeah.
You guys come train for us one of these days down there in Tampa.
Come out to Florida, man.
Yeah. Spend a day on a real training session with us. Then you can come back to your podcast with a whole new understanding.
Oh, absolutely. That's
do it.
the whole plan. That's the whole plan.
Yeah.
Hey, it'll be fun for us to, smack you guys around a little bit.
We're coming.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. We've always had a tag team name that we call ourselves the Galabarzas.
The
That's too. That's not going to look good on a T-shirt.
The Galabarzas.
That is not a poster I would buy. That's all I'm saying.
What?
You always got to think what sells. Man, my very first T-shirt, it had my name in bloody letters, and on the back of it, it said, "Be my victim." And that shirt sold like crazy. And that's back when I even carried that over to Babyface.
I think they could get over, man. I think they could get over it. Maybe have Nate the Great be your manager. That'd be great.
The Galabonzos, the
Galabarzas.
Galabarzas. Nate the Great can be their little voice piece, manager. Yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah, we got
the Garbanzos. I can see it.
We could be like a Lesnar or Lashley type. We just kind of stand there, and Nate talks, and then we just stand in the background, and we're like, "Yeah, you want some?" Yeah.
Did you just say you're like Lesnar and Lashley?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
No, we're not big like that.
Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. You guys want to take on the apocalypse? Learn a little something. Take it through the ropes.
I'm not part of their stable, so I'm saying
The Galabarzas.
The apocalypse versus the Garbanzos. I can see it.
Yes. Yes, and we're going to broadcast it on the ASAP network, so everybody's going to see it. It's going to be the Apocalypse versus the Galabarzas.
The Garbanzo. Got it.
All right, Garbanzo, right?
The Garbanzos, yeah.
I like that name better, actually.
We're not beans, bro.
Oh, you're. I mean, compared to us. I'm just saying, even if you just came out of a full course of wrestling school, you're still dancing up against 20-year vets.
Oh, trust me. I got you.
Oh, shit. Well, what do you think, Chris? I think I think we're going pretty well over time, but we got to start working on this, Chris. We got to stick to our time frames. We're on the network now.
Yes, but you know what? It was a great show. We had a lot of fun. So
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Every week we're going to be here. Next week, everybody, we're going to be back with Duke the Dumpster Drosy. Oh, yeah. We're going to start the contest for this little girl right here. Let's get a good look at her. I'm like Vanna White, but the dude version.
ooh.
For your dad.
Ooh,
Look at that.
hey.
For all the people who just put those comments up, you could win that. You can win that. All you have to do is answer his trivia question. That's all you have to do.
And then you got to fight me for it. I mean, now, all right, I'll just give it away. Shit.
Son of a bitch.
Never get to do what I want to do. So, all right, guys, thanks for coming on
Flop boys.
our Wrestle Shoot reboot. Hope we get some decent comments. Hope people thought we did all right. Any closing words of wisdom there, Mr. Casanova?
Yeah. Tune in next week.
Well, duh.
That's it. That's all I got. I'll get back to drinking right now.
Yeah, say have another drink and let me handle this there, Sunshine. I'll take care of it.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, guys. It's been fun. Thanks for getting us up here on the network.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Every
thank
week
you.
it's just going to keep getting better. One last costume change.
What are you doing now? Let's see.
I'm
This.
just going back to the originals.
Yeah.
You
Can't
can't-
beat the original.
You can't clash the classics.
Oh,
It goes on.
so, hold on. You do have one thing here that somebody says. What was? And I think they were trying to say trivia question, but I don't think you actually asked one. They kind of joined late, so I don't think they heard the whole plan.
No, sir. The trivia will start next Tuesday. Today we were just explaining the rules. And we'll go over them one more time.
Yeah, when we're done.
Every week for the next 3 weeks, we're going to come up with a question. We're going to ask it, and I know you guys are a bunch of goddamn cheaters, and you're going to Google it. Nobody's going to go off their actual wrestling knowledge, but we're prepared for that. We're ready for you. You can't get over on us. Nobody gets over on the apocalypse. Yeah. So we're going to ask the question, and then at some point in the episode, because you have to stay tuned, you're going to hear some kind of a sound effect, or a gimmick, or maybe even just a chop. Or I might just say now. I might say,
No.
Chris, you might wait for me to say, Chris, drink. And then you know that's your cue. No, it's probably going to be a bell. It's probably going to be a wrestling bell. And then you're going to answer the question quickly. And I know a bunch of you are going to send through your answers at once. So our producer is going to pick the first 5 correct answers and move you on to the final.
Oh, so they're saying game on that they're not going to Google. Brandon's coming up saying game on, no Googling here.
Okay, so we got one good egg.
I like Brandon.
Brandon's a good brother.
Yeah.
Him and I have a tag team, so.
And then, oh, God.
Oh, God.
Anyway, then after when we come to the 4th week of the live broadcast of Wrestle Shoot is when we're going to crown the champion. Same rules apply. We're going to ask a question. We're going to let you know when to answer, and only the first person gets it. Gets it right there.
Does that mean we're allowed to answer the question too?
Yeah, if you're out there sitting on the, sitting out there Googling or sitting out there watching it and you're not in the room Googling. Everybody's going to Google it. Everybody's a cheater nowadays. Everybody's a cheater anymore. Yeah. Makes me mad. Yeah, I don't like it.
And then you actually have somebody else too that says they won't Google it either. So you got 2 people right now who are saying they're not going to Google it.
But Ace, Randy also said that he'll fight Rob for that title. I want to.
Yeah, he did say that.
I
He did say he would take you on for it.
Yep, I want to see it. Let's do it.
You want to take me on for a title? I'll put up a better belt than that, brother. But what are you putting up? What's making
There
it
you
worth
go.
my while?
Yeah.
Come on, answer. We're waiting for you before we take
All right,
off
Randy,
now.
Answer that question. Let's go.
You lit a fire under. I'm under my ass. What's in it for me? What, to smack around another jabroni? Done that a million times.
I don't know if he has an answer for you. I don't think he has one. I think you scared him off there, Rob.
Well, he wouldn't be the first guy that's opened his mouth to the wild thing and been shunned away. And I promise he won't be the last. We're giving him one more chance. Come on. What is it, Randy?
Going once,
Yeah.
going twice. That's it.
Okay, maybe he's typing with one hand. Maybe he's looking at us and he's enjoying the show so much. Other hand is occupied. And he's trying to one-hand type us.
Yeah, it very well could be.
Yeah.
All right, Randy, I'll tell you what. You get an entire week to think about what's in it
Google
for
your
me.
answer.
Yeah, Google your answer.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what. You don't got to bring a belt. Bring money.
There you go.
There's a booking fee to tussle with the Wild thing. That was fun.
like it.
I love talking shit. That was fun. All right, guys. We're an hour and 15 minutes into it, so we're going to cut it out.
Like it.
All right, Chris. Sarge. The mess around. And he's
Doing the
from
mess
the West
around.
Coast.
And Ace
Episode
Ventura,
17.
right?
Shut up. Episode 17 was fun. Uh-oh. That one hand, it took him a while to type it, and he's not scared. But he still hasn't brought anything to the table.
What are you bringing to the table?
He's like one of those dudes that goes to the bar but didn't bring any cash and wants his boys to buy his shots.
Yeah. Good
And now-
question, he says.
Well, you
That
got
is
a
a
week.
good question.
You got a week to think about it. You and your Undertaker screen or picture you got up there. Grow your own gimmick if you want to tussle with the Wild thing. All right. On that note, we really are leaving.
All right, we're out.
Congratulations! You have found WrestleShoot, hosted by the Wild Thing Rob Wilds and the ladies' man Chris Casanova. Combined, we have 40 years of wrestling experience, and we're here to share those experiences, stories, and knowledge with you over the podcast airwaves. We'll be joined by friends of ours from time to time to share their stories and experiences with you as well. So climb aboard the crazy train we call WrestleShoot. We know how to do it, and we do it real well.